Good day, viewers. You're welcome to Science Channel with Ume Bobby Frank Obinna, Head of Sciences at Franz Bomark International Academy. On today's edition in my channel, I will be discussing on the word motion. What is motion? Motion is simply the movement of an object or a body from one point to another point. This point could be point A to point B. Remember that every concept of life has a governing principle or a law. The word motion is governed by three fundamental laws. The first law of motion, the second law of motion, and the third law of motion. Starting with the third law of motion. The third law of motion, which is conversely used by philosophers, lovers of knowledge. The law states that for every action, there is always an equal or an opposite reaction. That is, for every action, there is always an equal or an opposite reaction to every action. While the second law of motion states that the rate of change of momentum is proportional to the exerted force, or per se, the applied force. The last but not the least, the first law of motion, which I will be conducting an experiment to back it up, is the first law of motion. The first law of motion states that an object will continually remain at a point of rest until an external force acts on it. Do not forget that the first law of motion is also referred to as the law of inertia. Here with me is a ball, and this ball is spherical in nature. I will try to bring it to rest by putting it on this text. This ball is already at the point of rest. I'm going to exert a force. The word force appears to be virtual. To many, is virtual, more virtual than being real. But every force that creates an impact is as a result of a collision of two bodies, or of a body acting upon an object, or a body acting upon a fellow body. Here, I'm going to exert my body on this object. By exerting my body on this object, I am inducing a force on this object. By so doing that, this is exactly what you're going to see. You could see that the object, moved from this point. As a result of what? The body exerted a force on it, so causing it, to move from the point of rest to a different point. That is to say, there was a motion. A motion was the result of the force. The beauty of sciences is very, very practical. Sciences is very, very informative. Sciences has back up explanations to every law. I really want to say to viewers that if you really, really enjoy my channel and you want to keep seeing more entertainment on sciences, do well by subscribing and by liking my video. Thank you for watching.